On this beautiful day, I'd like to offer you all a warm welcome to Chateau Challain. We're gathered here today to witness the marriage of Tony and Katie, to share their joy and to celebrate their love. As Tony and Katie come before you here today as two, they will leave this place as one, united in marriage. We know that you are all happy to be here in order to support and to witness and celebrate their union and to support them in sustaining it from this day on. And we celebrate this unique time in their lives and make it meaningful by entering into it in an attitude of respect for their deep commitment to each other.
I get to spend a lot of time with the two of them, so I get to experience these really quirky nuances about their relationship that a lot of people aren't as lucky to see. I love you both separately, but I love you two together. And I'm so grateful that you're my best friend. And I'm so grateful that the two of you let me into your lives so willingly. We're all so lucky to be here. I feel so grateful, and every morning that I wake up in this place, it feels like it's not really happening. And I'm sure that I'll look at pictures in 10 years and I'll be like, I feel like that didn't even happen. But your future together is bright, and it is bold, and it is exciting, and I'm just so happy to be here and to get to experience it.
Happiness in marriage is not made. It's not something that just happens. A good marriage must be created. In the art of marriage, the little things are the big things. It's never being too old to hold hands. It's remembering to say, I love you, out loud, at least once a day. It's a common search for the good and the beautiful in each other. And it's doing things for each other not in an attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in a spirit of joy.
When I first met Tony, everyone was in love with him in my family. And I immediately knew that my mission was to find out what was wrong with him. It took a long time to meet him, but as soon as I did, I set out and I diligently studied him. I thought he was aloof and maybe even a bit of an ass. But after you look past the outer facade, it was easy to see he was hiding something. How embarrassingly in love he was with my sister.
For those that don't know, I met Katie a few years ago. She was my first acting partner in my brand new drama class where I didn't know anybody. So I went to Katie's house and she signed her emails Katie Lee. So I was surprised to see this beautiful redhead open the front door instead of a small Asian girl like I'd expected with that name. So Katie made me a cup of coffee and we sat down to get to know each other before we jumped into this really dramatic scene. But before I knew it, it had been 4 hours that we were chatting. And I had been invited to Thanksgiving dinner the following week, which I went to. And we already knew what bar we were happy houring at after class on Saturday. So sorry about that. That's why our performance was always a little lackluster. We were ready to go.
I can stand 1,000 trials. The strong will never fall.
It's never going to sleep angry. It's not expecting the husband to wear a halo or the wife to have the wings of an angel. And it's not looking for perfection in each other. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humour. It's having the capacity to forgive and not bring it up later. It's speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. And it's giving each other an atmosphere in which each of you can grow. But it's not only marrying the right partner, it's being the right partner.
'Cause I'm kissing you. I'm kissing you.
Bonsoir à tous. Je vais simplement dire à quel point j'aime mon frère. J'ai une nouvelle sœur maintenant, Cathy, qui est magnifique. Quand ils se sont rencontrés aux États-Unis, j'étais présent, j'ai vu comment s'est passée leur histoire. Et je ne peux pas être plus heureux de les voir ensemble aujourd'hui. Voilà, et je les aime et merci à vous deux de nous réunir. Voilà, merci.
And I can't tell you how reassuring it is to look at the two of you tonight and see the love so literally and completely. I can only hope it carries you through a long, meaningful, and happy life together. Tony, welcome to the family, and good luck.
Do you, Tony, offer yourself wholly and joyfully, and do you choose Katie as the person with whom you will share your life in laughter and in tears, in conflict and tranquility, loving what you know of her and trusting what you do not yet know?
I do.
Do you, Katie, offer yourself wholly and joyfully, and do you choose Tony as the person with whom you will share your life in laughter and in tears, in conflict and tranquility, loving what you know of him and trusting what you do not yet know?
I do.
Danny and I kind of eloped and had like this super quick wedding. And I said, I'm in for the long haul, I guess. But it wasn't until I had Katie and she taught me what love is. And she taught me to be a mom. She taught me to be committed, and she taught me everything. So as much as I taught her, she taught me. And when she met Tony, I knew immediately that that was the love of her life. And she called me and I said, "You're gonna marry him." Yeah, then Tony and I discussed the wedding, right after. We had big gulps and nachos together, and he's pretty much, yeah, my best friend. I took him on right away, and Katie was a little jealous, but, you know, get over it, Sister Pile.
To be Bo, having the chance to see your eyes open every morning just remind me how lucky I am. And I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you so that you can take care of me. I promise you I will work out every day. To find you, I had to had to cross several oceans, learn a different language. And the first time I met you, I just imagined us getting married. And I was looking at you, you were looking at me, and I thought, wouldn't it be funny if that happened? Well, it's happening right now. And I've been thinking about it, and I realized what it meant. And it was just two souls that have been reunited again. And I love you more than anything, and I promise you that my soul will find you again in the next life. Je t'aime.
I love that you make me laugh, even when I want to cry. I love that you let me cut your hair, even though I mess it up every time. I love that you make me a better me, and that you strive for the life that we dream to see. I love you completely in every possible way. And I promise to choose you every single day. Thank you for choosing me emotionally. I promise to support you and give my full loyalty. I'll keep you full and I'll push you to climb, and I'll do my best to be on time. It's always been you, and you'll always be mine. In sickness and in health, I'm forever thine. Je t'aime pour toujours.
That was way longer than mine.
Hang the lights, slipping on ice. The world is covered in sugar tonight as we lay by the fire. Friends are knocking, families walking hand in hand, or should I say, glove in glove, covered in love.
Kelly and Tony, we wish you a long, happy life and all the best for you and your future children, because I know that your children will be very beautiful as you are. Thanks to Danny and Beth for what they've done, and they continue to do okay. And my French family too, thank you to be there, and thank you to your friends, our new friends, okay? Kiss you.
I, Tony, take you, Katie, as my wife, and I promise to be always faithful in joy and in pain, in health and in illness, to love you, to own you, every day of my life.
I, Katie, take you, Tony, as my husband, and I promise to be always faithful in joy and in pain, in health and in illness, and to love you and to honor you every day of my life.
I'm very sorry for being so unladylike all the time. And I promise that in the future that's never gonna change. Most of you already know, but Tony is driven and he is so much fun and goofy, and you are so kind-hearted, and I don't think you even realize it a lot of the time. And I'm also just really jealous because you're gonna be eating so good for the rest of your life. And it's just not fair for the most part.
And from ancient times, the ring has been a symbol of wedded love, an unbroken, never-ending circle, symbolizing a commitment to a love that is also never-ending.
Katie, take this ring as a symbol of my love and fidelity.
Tony, take this ring as a symbol of my love and fidelity.
In the presence of families and friends, Tony and Katie have given their consent and made their marriage vows to each other. It now gives me great pleasure to declare that you are husband and wife together. And now finally, Tony, you may kiss the bride.
Take my hand and take my whole life too, 'cause I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows so surely to the sea, oh my darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be, so won't you please just take my hand and take my whole life too, 'cause I can't help falling in love with you. 'Cause I can't help.
I'm going to say some things that I got from her because for those of the people on this side of the table who know my wife, they know that she has a heart as big as this chalet. I have learned so much in the last 32 years being married to her, and I couldn't have done it without her. But she taught me lots of things. She taught me several things about how to be a good person and what was important about love. You know, it's not really about what you do. It doesn't matter how big your resume is or how big your bank account is. All that matters is what you give to and receive from each other. When you go through life, I hope that you are humble, happy, and I hope that you wake up every day thinking it's your last day together and spend it that way with that mindset. Remember, life is not a sprint, it's a marathon. And you certainly, God knows, don't win if you finish first. But you should finish happy and joyous. I wish you happiness and joy throughout your life together. To the bride and groom. Here it is.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. Oh, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me.
You are so thoughtful, and you are so loyal, and you are the most genuine person that I know. And the way that you care for me as your friend, and the way that you care for Tony as your partner, is inspiring to not only me, but to everyone that has come so far.
I adore them, and I adore them together. And okay, grandkids now.
So to Katie and Tony and to many babies.
Families walking hand in hand, or should I say, glove in glove. The world is covered in love. All of us, we come together. The year has brought us change. Hang the lights, slipping on ice. The world is covered in sugar tonight. Covered in love.